So here's an idea. How about we use Muse? Muse, Adobe Muse. Hello, welcome to Muse. So if you're making a new site in Muse, it's very much about deciding how wide your page is going to be initially. And it puts 960 in for you, so you don't have to worry about it. You can have a couple of columns if you know that you're going to use those columns, so if you're very clear on that. And you can have a fixed width or a fluid width. So those are kind of decisions that you can make there. If you want to make more decisions, a few more decisions there for you to make. But I won't go into that right now because I just want to show you very quickly. If we imagine that we were also going to save this whole website, Muse allows you to have a single file. So I can say whatever we called it, amazing animals, and I can save a single file. Now this Muse file is basically what it is, right? It's a file that contains everything inside of it. What you would need to submit, however, for your assessment is not a Muse file, because you're required to submit some HTML and CSS. And therefore, what you would do is you would export as HTML whatever website you create. You can update this to whatever you want, but you would basically say, okay, I'm going to have a marek.com website, and I'm going to put it into my Documents Muse exports, or in this case we can actually go and put it on the desktop and see what happens. Boom. Right? So what we're going to get is we're going to get a bunch of files, and this is all complete, and these are the files we're going to get. We're going to get a CSS folder, scripts folder, an index page, a Muse manifest, and a sitemap XML. This single file makes these 5 files, and as you make more pages you'll get more of these. Now if you don't believe me, let me show you. So let's just add another page. This will be our about page. Add another page. This will be a contact page. And when we save this, we're not actually updating any of these. We're only updating this single file. So imagine that that's your Photoshop document, your PSD. These are all the different JPEGs and PNGs you're making. So Muse is really cool for that, but you still need to go and export as HTML, export it again. There's your index page again. And when we go and close out of this, we'll see that we've got an extra 2 pages here, the about and the contact. These stay the same, they just get updated. All of them get updated because you've added 2 more pages. But as far as Muse is concerned, you're building it in Muse. As for what's in Muse and how do you use it, I think we should spend the next few days just kind of exploring that. So I'm going to leave it here, and we'll pick it up tomorrow, and we'll see if you actually enjoy building a website more in Muse than you do in Dreamweaver. Either way, we still need to make a website, and I think the end result of having these lovely HTML and CSS pages is great. You just have to remember you still need to make, let's just say, Marek website folder, put all of them in there, right click, zip it up into a nice little zip file, and submit that to Blackboard when you're ready. That's about it, right? So if you can use that to make that, to then zip it, to get that, and then you can submit this, you're going to get a long way there. There still might be some issues in terms of your validation, but we will talk about that another day and how to fix that, because there are ways that you can do that while still using Muse. The other thing that people also ask is, can I open these inside of Dreamweaver? You can, but once you make changes here, Muse can never really kind of get them back. So it's kind of a one-way trip. Anything you do in Muse gets exported into here. Anything you modify here in Dreamweaver is modified. It can never go back into Muse. So as long as you remember that this is a one-way trip and that your end goal is to make me one of these zips, then you're good. If you submit that, that's a resubmission. That's as simple as I can make it in terms of what's Muse and how do I use it. So anyway, enough talking. Have a play, get Muse, download it, install it, open it, see if you like it, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Cheers.